afternoon, and you've tuned into ET Now. This is Market Fatafat with me, Cheryl D'Souza. Along with me, I have Vinny Motiwala. Good afternoon to you, Vinny. And before we kickstart with taking you through all the stocks buzzing in trade, let's talk about Shree Cement, because Shree Cement has just come out with its numbers. You can see the commentary from the earnings as well as the numbers flash on the bottom of your screen as we speak. However, the stock is trading lower by about 1.3%. Let's talk more about the numbers and what's the way forward for the company with the management itself. We have Mr. Mohan Bangur, who is the MD at Shree Cement, joining us on the show. A very good afternoon to you, Mr. Bangur. Thank you so much for taking time out and talking to us on ET Now with regards to your earnings. And if you look at the volume growth, it's up about 8% on a quarter-on-quarter basis in the quarter gone by, that is in Q3. I would like to understand and know from you if you are retaining your 10% year-on-year volume growth guidance that you'd given for this financial year, that's FY23, and also if you have penciled in any sort of a volume growth projection for FY24 and 25, if you could share that with us.
Yes, we are definitely maintaining 10% growth, and it will be conservative. The growth may be a little higher also. And next year, we want to make about 18% growth, as we have a lot of unutilized capacity. New capacities are coming up. So this year, 10% for sure, and next year, 18% volume growth will be there.
Right, Mr. Bangur, this is Vinny joining in the conversation as well. 18% volume growth sounds really good for FY24. But, what about the cement prices? We have seen a lot of volatility coming in here as well. And now, as of now, when you talk about January and February, how are these prices shaping up? How have they moved in comparison, if you could give us with Q3?
Compared to Q3, prices are higher by 1 to 2% only. Not much higher.
Right. Let's talk about the petcoke price. All right. Would you want to continue on that particular front, Mr. Bangur? I believe we lost a connection there. All right, we'll try to actually get Mr. Bangur back online, but for now, what he's spoken to us about his volume growth guidance, and Vinny, what Mr. Bangur has indicated that they are going to maintain that 10% volume growth guidance that they have penciled in for FY23, and not just that, for FY24, what Shree Cement is expecting an 18% volume growth. So that's kind of a healthy outlook coming in from Shree Cement. We'll try and get back with the management on. Okay, we have Mr. Bangur back with us. And Mr. Bangur, would you want to complete the point that you were making on cement prices earlier on?
Yes, I was saying that the prices will be higher by 1 to 2% only, or that is the trend till February now. But the coal prices have come down, so the costing is expected to come down. So the margin expansion is in place.
Bangur, just to follow up on that, then does that mean we'll not need any more price hikes, or does the company need to take any price hikes now?
No, these are the small things. Basically, the realizations has to improve, the price has to be taken, and this is the main season, February to June, July, depending on which part of the country you are talking. This is the peak consumption season, and the prices are really low. So small changes in the margins will not matter much. So the prices have to be increased, and prices are expected to increase because of demand.
Right. Right. Lastly, Mr. Bangur, just wanted to know about your capacity addition plans that you have. Are you on track for that? Also, if you could talk to us about what kind of impacted your margins, because on a year-on-year basis, the margins have definitely declined.
The margins have declined because of the global fuel price. We are importing petcoke and almost all our fuel from outside. Our local consumptions are low, but here also the prices were high. So now that should be behind us. Regarding the capacity expansion, in the coming quarter, April-June quarter, we will be completing our West Bengal project. Then in the 2 quarters later, our biggest unit, Nawalgarh, which is roughly 3.5 to 4 million ton, will be completed. And then next year in Guntur, we are putting up an integrated unit. So these 3 units are in pipeline.
Right, Mr. Bangur, and I just want to understand, reduction in GST is a long-standing demand for the infra sector coming in, and now there are changes that the government will review it. Now, FM discussed the same in the CII conference as well, and on the industry level also. How much rate cut do you expect? What kind of incremental growth will it bring to your company? How are you viewing all this?
Now, this is in talks, and this is in talks for quite a long time. That 20, but with the good collection of GST, there is some scope that cement prices or cement GST may come down. 18% from 28% to 18% should be a good guess, and that will be what will be good for the country as well as for the cement companies and the consumers.
All right, I believe we've lost that feed of Mr. Bangur once again. But nevertheless, talking about the key point and the highlights that he definitely mentioned is GST reduction for the sector has been in talks for a long time. I beg your pardon. Also, what he did speak about is the volume growth of the company, where he sees it going ahead, and also did say that the fuel prices, global fuel prices, is the reason why the margins were impacted in the quarter gone by, and that was the management of Shree Cement joining us on the show. But on that note, we slip into a break on this edition of Market Fatafat. Stay tuned. When we come back, we'll take you through all the stocks buzzing in trade, so don't go anywhere.